Alright, so we're back for the third time. Here we go. Nice little SEV split there from Alpha. Go ahead and introduce us.
Is it the third take? Jesus Christ.
It's
I'm
the
sorry.
third time, that's right.
Alright, so we got Alpha on the right position on the Lost Temple. He plays Terran professionally, in my opinion. He's really good. Sometimes his macro slips, but he's actually got some pretty good builds up his sleeve. And at the top position, we have a master player from the clan named Valy, and he's playing Protoss. Obviously, he would be the the favorite in this one.
Well, that obviously stands to reason, but you did say that Alpha plays Terran professionally. Does he actually play for money?
Nah. Oh, well, I mean, this kid is 14, and I gotta admit, for the way that he plays StarCraft, I mean, he's diamond now, but he was like gold or plat maybe a month ago, so he's only started playing a few months ago. He's really good. He's getting really good if he sticks with this one race, because he randoms on ladder for some reason. If he sticks with Terran, he'll be a god in no time.
14 years old, I refuse. I refuse to believe that. I want to see proof.
No, I know.
I want to see his ID card, and I want to have it notarized.
Oh, I know, man. It's just amazing. You can imagine that his balls haven't even dropped yet, and he's got a high-pitched voice. He's like, I'm really good at StarCraft. Oh, Jesus. How embarrassing is it to lose to a kid at that age?
Well, tell you what, I don't ever want to play against him.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't ever want to play against anyone better than Silver, so that's just me. So back to the game here.
Yeah.
Another standard opening from the Protoss. I guess I'm not going to see anything fancy here. I wonder if we're going to see those double racks again from Alpha. It was shaping up to probably work out in his favor in that first game.
Yeah, if he scouted that expansion going down, which he wasn't, that's because Valy had map control, and he could see if that scout was coming, so he could send out his forces just to intercept that scout from coming in and check out the expansion. And that could have affected the outcome of the game.
Yeah, I suppose that is true, but then again, he did have, yeah, he's going for those double racks again, but he did have a lot of Marines and a couple of tanks with siege just about done that last time, so, I mean, it's a pretty powerful tactic whichever way your opponent's going, isn't it? I mean, even if it was 4-gate, it would have been pretty decent.
Against Protoss, in my opinion, it's a good starting build because I mean, unlike Zerg, I mean, they got so much speed going on creep and stuff like that. The Zerglings just surround the tanks, and it just becomes useless with that build. Or they just get Banelings and annihilate all the Marines, and then they go after the siege tanks. And that's not your ideal build against Zerg, but against Protoss, I could see it's pretty useful.
And it looks like they're both repeating their builds. Since neither one scouted the other one too well in the last game, they figure, why not do the same old thing? Those Marines just coming out 2 at a time from those barracks, that factory going down, keeping ahead of the supply, Alpha is. That's good to see. And Valy looks like he learned his lesson from the last game. No supply block for him. Getting scanned right
we
there
have a
in
little
his
scan going down, so he knows he's 3-gating, possibly going into an expansion. So, oh wait, he's going to check out the little pylon placement there. I don't know if it's just for spotting, or perhaps some hidden tech that he wants to put there.
I think he's probably just dropped it over there so that he can see any filthy dropships coming in. Poor guy, though, he's going to realize very soon that there are no dropships on the way, but rather a siege tank coming in to give him a good kick in the face.
Yeah, absolutely. I haven't seen Alpha do much dropship play. He's more of a, I'm going to knock on your front door and hope that this battering ram will take it down, you know? He doesn't really go through the back door or anything like that.
Well, Terrans really are more about the dropship play, but you know what? If it works for him, that's all that matters. He's massed up 10 Marines so far. Pretty decent. Actually, if he were to push out with those 10 Marines, he'd probably do some damage. No, too many.
Not
too
anymore.
Many sentries.
That's a lot of sentries coming up.
6 sentries. Is this Huck? No, just kidding.
It's the standard 3-gate opening. It's because he invested all of his minerals in the Nexus, and now he's powering all that gas that he accumulated and using it on the sentries. There's nothing else that he could get because of the mineral deficit.
No, I do understand that quite well. It's just that Huck does love his sentries. You really got to ask these guys what TM means, man. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Trademark, I'm gonna guess, even though it really doesn't fit in.
No, not really. He put a TM and a broken heart. I don't know what that is.
It's so weird. So we see another expansion being built by the Terran. Not another expansion, the first expansion. He hasn't scouted much, has he? I'm going to take a look at Alpha's player. He hasn't checked out that he's got an expansion coming down.
No,
or
but he's
anything
about
like
to
that.
find out because he just tossed a Marine out there. If you take a peek over there.
Okay. Well, guess what? It's going to get intercepted.
Well,
For blam.
seeing that many sentries
Hello?
probably gives the game away.
Yeah.
He must be
I
thinking,
would hope that he would scan the expansion so he could see exactly what is going on
nah,
and
no
start
need to waste.
either mirroring his tactic and investing in mules and stuff like that. He could get ahead in the income game, or he could just make an aggressive play right now, see if he can take him down.
No, of course that is one of the possibilities. But what I think is that when you see that many sentries, a zealot, and 2 stalkers, you know that you have a window where you can push out with your 17 marines and 2 siege tanks with siege tech, 3 now.
3 now.
And you could actually just roll up into that base and just give him a good old swift kick in the teeth, and that would be the end of it. Look at that marine still coming. Another factory with a tech lab on the way. If he moved out now, good. He's seeing what's going on. If he moved out now, he could make some waves. I don't know if Valy is making Colossi. Not yet. Just wants that observer out of there. He's got the 4-gate though.
Yes, I think he's going to use this observer to just check out exactly what he's going for. And based on what he sees in the base, in Alpha's base here, he's going to pick up which path he believes will take him down best.
Right, well, that's what will make him a master player.
Take a look at the armory coming down. So I'm going to expect a couple of immortals to come out of that robotics facility. And maybe just blink stalkers or something like that so they could snipe out the Thors.
Well, I would have to agree with you there. Unfortunately, now he's actually pumping up his army. You see, that window... Oh, Alpha, you 14-year-old fool. You missed your window.
It's a little late. Well, I don't know. Maybe if he micros well enough, he can... Well, now that he knows he's coming, unless he micros something fierce, he ain't going to do much here.
He's going to have to leapfrog those siege tanks, which is what he's doing right now. But no, he should have moved in just 1 minute earlier, or even maybe 2 minutes earlier when I said he should have.
Oh, but look at the placement of the tanks. He's keeping me on the left so that the guys on the high ground don't get any pot shots off. Oh,
that was a great idea, but unfortunately not moving those marines forward has just cost him all of those tanks and the entire attack.
Not only that, these marines don't have stim. They're just going to get picked off by the stalkers that have a higher speed than the marines.
Oh my, Alpha.
You should just turn around and try to take out some zealots while they're going down.
Well, that would probably make him end up losing more marines than he'd like to. Right now he's just throwing up 2 bunkers. What's that?
Yeah, I thought that he would have lost more marines if he didn't turn around and stuff, but on the high ground, Valy, smart, he had to turn around because he knew that the siege mode tag off his units.
Well, I have to admit, it is pretty funny listening to you and your atrocious call quality in Skype talking, but I'm going to have to go ahead and tell you about it. Because I think anyone who might watch this afterwards might not enjoy it as much as I do. But I'll just go ahead and take a look up here in Valy's base. He's got 2 forges coming down. Probably not for cannons, probably more for those upgrades, which are so crucial. And clearing out the gold. No, he already cleared it out. Forgive me. And dropping down that 3rd expansion. I think this is where it's going to get pretty ugly for Alpha, because Valy had a very decisive win in that last battle there, and he figured, why not go ahead and expand? because now Alpha's going to be trying to play catch up. But Alpha's not too far back. I mean, now he's just